Okay, let's go ahead and rock some news about. Let me just put this out of the way here. If you got to tap a drill, get a drill out of a hole, a drill bit out of a hole. I like the M42 drill bits. They have a Rockwell hardness, as you can see, of 68 to 70. Now, below this guy, you can run into, and this has got this drill hog company. It's got a lifetime warranty, so you pay a premium for their bits. You register them, and you break them and send them back, and they'll send you another one. So with the premium, you are getting supposedly a lifetime warranty. So that's your M42. Your M42 is a 1.1 on the carbon scale. M7 is the next guy. They're 63 to 65, but also the M2s are 63 to 65. These are high-speed steels, and this is called a super cobalt, is what they're referring to it as. Going to the M2 and M7, you see here's verification again of the. Now they call that it's a not an element, is the element. The M2, the M7. Trying to remember. Nevertheless, your M7 is reverse thread is what reverse left hand drill bits are what you would ideally like to have on this M7 or M2, and from there, if you can swing it the M42, and you want a left hand thread. Well, I'm sorry, left hand turn. And the left hand turns. This price is just one of them. I wouldn't let you left hand turn. As you're drilling in the hole, there's a good chance your bite, your resistance will work with you, and it'll start backing the screw out. I love this over an extractor. An extractor will break or can break, and you're really screwed at that point. Get it? Screwed at that point. These guys can break also, but they're designed to drill, whereas the extractor is designed, you have to put a drill hole in it to torque itself in there and grab and then use it as a wrench. This is always drilling, so you're always cutting. It's never designed to just grab. You're always cutting in. Hopefully your friction will be enough to start backing out your what I'm going to call a galled bolt at that point, your broken bolt. And these are more reasonable. Buying the left hand set, this is $40. I think you can find this $40 and you get like a 13-piece set. So there's this NB41 is what which comes out to a M7, and then you have your M2, which is right below that. And these are metal capabilities, if you will. So there's a set somewhere that's M7 that's a much better deal. Well, you guys can find it. You want to look for left hand thread, left hand again, left hand drill bit. Let me find one more thing for you. Let me just put this on pause for a moment. Oh, great. And one more time. So here it is here. It's an element, and you see it says number 41. That's the MB41 you saw me look up. And it's pretty nice. So if you want to look at it further into this metal, it's a very, this chemical element. It's a very interesting element. So you can read into it if you like, educate yourself a bit, but I would just go with the what your pocket can afford. And to me, the best dollar spent is the either this product here, the MB41. So that's M2 or M7. You'll see on the bits, left hand turn drill bit, or the 42, the number 42. And I'll go to that one real quickly one more time. So again, this is what it's going to look like. You can find on Drill Hog. You can search them. They're a company. I got no connection with them. Right there, MB41. Or you're going to find the M7. Let me find that for you now. And this is what the M7 looks like. Well, this one's out of stock, but you'll see left-hand thread M7 drill bits. This is that steel. So you're very close to the 42. Now, they do sell it at Home Depot, that 42, but it's expensive as heck there. But if you're in a bind, I guess you're going to pay the premium for one bit. So let's look at this statement here. M42, and I can't say it correctly. Bendium, whatever. High-speed steel alloy with an additional 8% to 10% cobalt is widely used in metal manufacturing industries manufacturing industries because of its superior red hardness as compared to more conventional high-speed steels, allowing for shorter cycle times in production environments due to higher cutting speeds or from the increase in time between tool changes. M42 is also less prone to chipping when used for interrupted cuts. This would be pecking, for going back and forth. You're pecking as you're trying to get through it, and costs when you want to make sure you're clearing the metals out, and costs less when compared to the same tool made of carbide, and yet it's still as efficient as carbide or hard as carbide. Tool made of carbide bearing high-speed steels can often be identified by the letters HSS, CO. Now, that is the M42. Notice the M35 is similar to M2, but 5% cobalt added. M35 is also known as cobalt steel, HS, high strength steel. It will cut faster and last longer than M2. But we're comparing to M7 is what we're comparing. M7, M42. M7 is used for making heavier construction drills where flexibility and extended drill life are equally important. M2 is standard and most widely used in industrial high-strength steel. It is small and evenly distributed carbides, giving high wear resistance, but M2 is not as strong as M42. And so that's why I'm recommending M42 for you guys. Though it is decarbonized, their heat treatment is different. After heat treatment, it is hardness to the same as T1, but its bending strength can reach 47 MPa, and its toughness and thermal plasticity are higher than T1 by 50%. It's usually used to manufacture a variety of tools such as drill bits, taps, and reamers. You see, it's used to cut those guys. Let's see what we got here. The equivalent of American design M2 material identification. Right. So now you've got that flexibility, which is awesome of that. But if you just don't try to just jam it all in there at once, you'll feel it coming out. Reverse threading is beautiful. The left-hand turn is nice. Here we have tungsten types and 17 moly types, right? And the addition of 10% of tungsten and moly in total maximizes efficiently the hardness and toughness of high-speed steel and maintains its properties of high. It's beautiful. So let's do one more thing, and I'll terminate the video from there. What I'd like you to think of is this as a mix when you're baking a cake or something like that. Well, here's a cake mix for M7. Carbon 7, 1.0. M42 1.10. It's got more carbon. Tungsten 1.5. This has a 1.75 carbon. The moly 9.5 relative 8.75. Chromium 4. Chromium 375. This gives you a flexibility, your amount of ability to take heat. So, and also how they manufacture it, how they temper it, tells you whether it's going to be more flexible or not. So what? It's harder. Maybe this mix made it more brittle, but I don't think so, because the company, if you deal with the company with the warranty, they don't want to give you warranty products. They want to make sure the mix they use is proper. This is not that company. I don't know that company's mix of that metal, and perhaps I could find it, but nevertheless, it's still coming up as M42. So it's going to be at least this mix. I think this is the chemical equivalent of minimum standards. So here you have it on. If you go to head over to eBay, you can get as low as $28 for the 13-piece set, and it's M42, and it's a Drill Hog brand, so it's got the warranty on it. Interesting. All right, terminating the video. This is how you're going to back out your uh, your bolts using a left-handed thread. Now this is not left-handed, so you have to get the left-handed deal to have it. Yeah, you pay a little premium more, but you'll get a kit like this with a warranty on it for $38, or here it is for $28.49. Left-hand drill screw extractor. It's called this one, screw extractor. Nice. So that one, $28, and well, is it M42? I don't see specs on that yet. M2. So that's an M2, not M42. So there will be a difference in that. Going back to here's M42. Here's is that's not left hand. Okay, M42 Cobalt 29 piece lifetime. You'll have to search it. I have to get to bed. So take care, guys. Take care.